you couldn't tell from the blue skies we saw today that the threat of a hurricane was a real possibility.
But officials are urging Hawaii residents to prepare for strong winds, heavy rain, and potential power outages.
Well, it's a beautiful day today. I think by Saturday we're not going to be seeing this kind of weather unless we're really lucky.
The potential with Ana is that the system will have a lot more impact further down the island chain than what we saw with Iselle.
And that could mean downed trees, flash flooding, and large waves that are also what officials are asking residents to prepare for as this storm makes its way across the state. Today, Governor Neil Abercrombie signed an emergency proclamation ahead of the storm, and all public schools on the Big Island have already canceled classes for Friday.
Also on the Big Island, residents in Ka'u are hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. Workers are still building a shelter at Ka'u High School in Pahala. It will not be ready in time for the storm, though. Residents, including some ranchers, say their biggest concern is flooding in the Kawa Flats area.
Because of the flooding on the highway, that'll limit the possibilities from the people on the west side of the district of Ka'u to even access the hospital in Ka'u. So we'll be blocked off on the east side of Ka'u from this flooding.
When it floods, basically we're pretty much stranded. There's no way of getting out of the Ka'u district. We're basically stuck here. Quite a few years back, the bridges got washed out. Hopefully it won't happen with this hurricane here.
Rancher Kyle Soares says all the rain from Storm Iselle damaged some crops, infrastructure, and fencing earlier this summer, but they're only hoping the storm is not as strong.
And from early this morning, preparations for Tropical Storm Ana began here on Oahu. Customers are loading up on emergency essentials like gas and water. Before sunrise, the line grew at the Costco gas station on Alakawa Street. Some customers say they don't want to wait in line possibly longer as Tropical Storm Ana gets closer to the island.
I don't want to wait until this coming weekend and then realize that, I need to fill it up and, the lines are too long or there's no gas.
Home Depot managers at the Iwilei store say they sold out of generators yesterday. Today's stock went pretty fast, too. 10 flew off the shelves first thing this morning. Emergency management officials say it's a good idea to have supplies ready for up to 7 days without power.
Now, this was a scene off Like Highway today. City crews cutting down branches to prevent them from falling onto the roadway if Ana's winds pick up. They did the same along the H3 today. House Transportation Chairman Ryan Yamane says glad that the crews had also removed large albizzias along the H2 recently because of the threat they pose to a major traffic corridor.
It could fall either on the highway or fall on the roadway where cars are waiting at the intersections. So they realized because of the height of the tree and the brittleness of the wood that they needed to be removed.
It's also a good reminder to clear branches and debris in your own yard. Remember, loose objects can turn into projectiles in strong wind and can also build up, causing flooding.
Dozens of high school sporting events on all islands have been rescheduled. Many events canceled. Island Air is also waiving change fees for passengers in anticipation of the storm. For all related storm cancellations and changes, head to KITV.com.